Anyone prefers English? Okay. And then I will stick to English then. They will have the subtitle for the Chinese and everyone can get it. Thank you. So, my presentation today is talking about the Gen AI, and just to give you a short introduction of ourselves, BytePlus. So basically, we are the our technology arm on the ByteDance, and we are providing technologies including the cloud services, including big data solutions, and also we provide the LLM Gen AI capabilities to all the different industries, of course, including Web3. And here, just to show a little bit about the journey that we've been working with so many different enterprises and startups, and what they are doing in terms of leveraging large language model, and what's the development nowadays to help them to transform their business or help them to do better performances by leveraging the large language model. So just a quick background here is like we provide a large language model, and it's been developed since 3 years ago, and it's been growing fast since last year. So you can see from the second half of last year, actually, in terms of the LLM consumptions on our side, it's been dramatically increased a lot, and it reached to 4 trillion tokens per day. And we enable a lot of different use cases. For example, there are manufacturers that are saying that actually by leveraging that large language model, they can get better insights from the social network, and to get better understanding what all the users or the all massive audience, what they are talking about in terms of their cars. And they can get feedback and immediately. And for the others, like there are so many other scenarios as well. Like there are companies help them to build AI agents to help their customer services. So imagine when you do the customer services, you get a customer support assistant. It's not human, but it's more way better services than the human. So that helps a lot from many different use cases. And from us internally, actually, we also enable lots of different applications under ByteDance to adopt the LLM strategies from many different use cases. It could be content creation, it could be e-commerce, or it could be customer support, it could be something else, learning, and as well. So many different cases. And before we actually introduce our solutions to the B2B sector, actually we already practice internally and make sure that we have the best of breed quality, and also we have the most sophisticated use cases verified by ourselves. So nowadays, everyone is talking about LLM, everyone is talking about AI agent. Then what does the AI agent can help in the really daily work, day in, day out? And fundamentally, we do believe there are 2 factors has to be on the foundation side has to be met first. One is the cost. So if you want to use the technology on a massive way and also want to launch the technology to your productions, you have to look at the ROI perspective. And the cost, of course, is one fundamental factor. And from us, we reduced the cost since last year significantly by leveraging the large scale we have and also the technology that advanced we have to reduce the cost as much as possible. On the other side, and the performance is also very important. Imagine you definitely have used a lot of different applications. Maybe it's ChatGPT, maybe it's DeepSeek or the others. Sometimes you feel, okay, you ask a question, it took a lot of time to respond. And sometimes you even get a server error response. So that's not good experiences. It's not meant for the production. It's not meant for you have that kind of level of service open to your end users. So from us, the traffic speed, how to ensure the stability And also when the multiple users, dozens of thousands or millions of users using it, everyone is running a high-speed response, then that's also critical. But these are all the basic things to start thinking, okay, maybe LLM or GenAI can help you with something. And from us, we have a large language model family. It's called Doubao. And from this diagram, actually, you can see it's not just about language model. It's also about the voice. For example, it could be text-to-speech or speech-to-speech. And even to a certain degree, it's higher than the voice, than the speech. It could be music. And besides the language model, there are also the visions. For example, you can imagine the large model can help you to generate images, help you to generate videos. And also, furthermore, it can leverage the camera to understand, visually understand what you are looking at and help you to start some fascinating use cases from that. That could be very interesting. So from us, it's like, okay, we have so many different capabilities. How to use that, how to make it real, and how to make it like to make it more attractive to the end users, then that's a question. And for the next few slides, I just show you some of the examples. We are now working with many different partners and to leverage different capabilities, to leverage the LLM itself for a better user experiences. And imagine, these are all the basic capabilities, and it's free in terms of combine them together for different purposes. And hopefully these can be an inspiration for everyone to think about your use cases. Maybe some of the existing use cases could be changed, or some new use cases could be invented. So firstly, it's about the core part, the LLM Pro, Doubao Pro. So here, just a few examples, like for the LLM itself, it has to be intelligent enough. Imagine if you gave a mathematical question to him, whether it can answer the questions quickly and accurately, give you the precise answer, and also give you the thinking process, the thinking logic behind it. That's very critical for some of the complex tasks. So for some of the works, imagine it's a customer services, or it's a crypto exchange platform, and user would ask some basic questions about crypto knowledges, and maybe it's also about some trading informations. And for those, it could be very simple and could be very complex. And you need to have a very intelligent brain to process those information, to get an intention from the real user and provide the precise answers to them immediately. So that's fundamentally the core part. And imagine this is the brand. Then besides the brand, think of the use cases. It could be like a personal assistant powered by AI. In the car, you probably would want to ask the AI assistant, okay, what's the best route to the exhibition center? And how to get the, what's the best place for the lunch today, etc. And on the crypto applications, maybe you want to ask what happened during the night. When I wake up at 8 a.m. today, what happened in US? What did Trump say? And what does that mean in terms of the tradings? So those informations, that's the use cases. You can leverage the brand to give it to you. But that sounds too simple, right? It's just a chatbot. And maybe more smarter than before, but sounds like it's boring. And imagine you just give it a little bit more imagination by leveraging the other large language model capabilities. For example, here is the text-to-image capabilities. You give the descriptions to the model. You give the imaginations to the model. Model will surprise you with the high-quality output. It could be a picture. It could be an informative diagram for some trading information, for example, or could be a poster images to talk about maybe another event in the afternoon. So that's all possible. But still, static image, would that be good enough? Probably not. We want something like you have a brand and then you have a face, and whether it can be movable and whether it can talk to different persons. For example, here we are talking about, we are speaking English and everyone is listening the real-time translation in Chinese. Imagine globally, so many different languages, so many different language speakers, and whether you can communicate to them very easily without any hurdle, then
大家好，欢迎回到我的
Hey
频
everyone,
道。
welcome back to my channel. This
here's
is
an
Happy.
example to
Today
show you the
we're gonna
case.
talk about how to introduce yourself
今
in
天
the
我
job
们讨论
interview.
用英
Today
语
we're
自
going
我
to talk
介
about
绍。
how to just
大
introduce
家好
yourself in，
我叫
English.
Kat。
So imagine that's one of the example that we enable the image to be a real person look like. We call it digital human. And also it can speak different languages. It can sing a song and even make a dance. So that's the visual things. You can start looking, okay, you have an intelligent brand, and then you have the, besides the text-based chatting, then you can look at the AI agent like a more real human. And then we just talk about the brand, the voice, the outlook, and then imagine as a person, it has to be given some personalities, characters, and it can be different roles. For example, here is just a gaming game example, but imagine the other places. It could be a KL, which is very talking in a very attractive way, or maybe it's just a news reporter. He has to talk in a very formal way. So that's different characters, and how actually the large language model can give you the possibilities to define different characters, to make the AI agent really play like that characters. That's also important. That gives you the real feeling, okay, this is more close to the real human.
警探先生，我们刚刚接到报案，一位收藏家在举办私人聚会时不幸遇害，请您火速赶往现场。
你们3个嫌疑人各自说一下时间线吧。
And then you can talk to them, talk to the AI agent in real time without further delay. That's also very critical. So if you imagine you talk to GPT or the other like a
单独
chatbot,
约见布鲁斯。
it's
您找我有什
loading
么事吗？
and
你
it's
和布莱尔
you
的家
have
人
to
有关
wait
系
for a
吗？
moment.
我不认识什么布莱尔。
我
That
说的是
breaks
他
the
的家人，
experiences.
不要撒谎。
So real-time
我承认我认识
conversation
布莱尔
is
太
also
太。
你有
critical. And then, lastly, I just mentioned about the vision. Like imagine a real that digital human can see you, can see what you are looking at. Here are some examples like there's an education exam, there's a mathematical questions, or here there's a menu in different languages. You want to have a better understanding of it. And here is, okay, based on the image, I want to write an article. I want to promote it on the social networks. How to do that? So basically, it starts with the visual understanding. The large language model can see by itself and intelligently acting help you to accomplish some tasks, very complex tasks. So here, just to give you some examples like imagine LLM itself, large language model. It has the brand, it has the voice, it has the human characters inside. And also you can generate different style of person, digital humans, to acting like a real person. That's more advanced. That's more like a human being. That's a better way in terms of interacting. And imagine you can have that in different places and as a personal assistant or as a very intelligent worker for your daily work, or even some of the other aspects. Imagine you build an application, then you have to do the coding. then it can also help you to do the coding as well. So it can do lots of things, and and also makes you feeling it's more human. And lastly, just to wrap up here and give you a few examples like how the digital human powered by LLM can power the interactions nowadays.
Thank you all for your attentions to this BytePlus AI keynote session. Welcome to drop by at our booth at EO3 or scan the QR code.
Thank you all for your attentions to this BytePlus AI keynote session. Welcome to drop by at our booth at EO3 or scan the QR code.
You can try to talk to them. It's more smarter than you
Thank
can
you
imagine.
all for your
Thank you for.